Damian Humbley. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You are playing Max in Lend Me a Tenor.
I am for the next 2 weeks.
Oh God. Well, let's talk about Max. Who is Max?
Max is the typical underdog. He's always he's the assistant of the guy that runs the opera house in Cleveland, and he's kind of doing all his deeds and fixing everything. And it's a calming influence on a show that kind of goes nuts. And he's trying to get married to his girlfriend, who he wants to call fiancée, but she wants a fling. She doesn't want to settle down just yet. And he gets into a position where he can have it all.
Oh, good. Well, he does have it all. Mm-hmm. He does. The show itself is filled with an amazing cast. Obviously, yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Matthew Kelly,
Michael Matus, incredible as Tito Morelli. Sophie Louise Dan, who does an incredible number in Act 2 that completely stops the show.
Yeah.
C.J. Jansen as Maggie, and of course the fantastic double Olivier Award-winning Joe Wright.
Yeah, and of course CJ is your love interest,
she
Maggie.
Is indeed, yeah.
Funny thing, when I came to see the show, I saw the preview.
Oh, you saw the preview?
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
I loved it.
The first one.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I'm surprised I didn't see you out there.
Oh, I was there. I didn't want to steal your limelight, so
I appreciate that. Thank
stayed
you
in the
very
background.
much.
Yeah. But when I saw it, there was this small girl sitting in front of me, and you have a scene which is kind of racy. You finally get your girl.
Yeah. And I think Saunders and Diana are on the other side of the stage getting
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they share a moment. And this small child was traumatized
because we were kissing.
Yes.
Just because we were kissing, or
because it wasn't you.
It wasn't me. It was me pretending to be Tito, and
that's right.
Yeah, right.
She hid in her mother's armpit, and didn't come out for that whole scene.
I have to say, when I go to kiss C.J. Jansen every night, I often want to run to my mother's armpit.
Oh dear!
But I refrain from it. But a funny thing is that we had, I think, a couple of weeks after you saw it.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Tito is up against a wall, I'm up against a wall, and we're kind of mirroring each other, and we're getting kissed by our various women.
Oh yes.
And as that kiss happened, this girl vocalized, and the little girl vocalized in the audience, going, "Ooh!" It was very funny, and the entire audience went up about it. So I don't think that's just that little girl. I think that's little girls all around.
Little girls. No, there should be a warning.
There should be, isn't there?
Hey, you're bringing your child. Shield their eyes.
Yes.
Oh dear. Well, apart from that, obviously fabulous show, but you got injured.
I did. Yeah, I got injured. It was we'd opened on a Wednesday night. We had a Thursday matinee and then a Thursday night performance. Then we did West End Live sound check and rehearsal on Friday.
Saw that as well.
We did a Friday night show. Then we did West End Live on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Then we did the matinee on a Saturday afternoon, and then we did the evening show on a Saturday. And we're all pretty knackered. And there's one point where Michael Matus's character Tito is trying to harm himself with a bottle. Yeah. He threw it. It slipped out of his hand. It slipped out of my hand. Ouch. It smashed on the ground, and I went into a stage full of glass.
Ouch.
But we carried on, and the stage management did an incredible job. While we were doing the song in the next room, they brought on a bellboy that came and cleaned it all up.
Wow.
And went off. It was very, very, very quick and precise. And but the funny thing was that I knew I'd injured myself, but I couldn't really feel any pain. So I saw blood kind of going all over Tito and all over the set. And then you take an internal scan when you hurt yourself, and I realized there was a piece of glass sticking out of my hand.
Oh, gross.
So I pulled that out and threw it on the ground. Oh. And then are you alright? Yeah.
Graphic, but
there was a lot of blood. I'm not going to deny it. Are you ready to hear the rest?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I get my handkerchief out of my pocket. I tie up my hand to stop the bleeding, but then I notice more blood.
Oh.
And so then I look down and I'm bleeding out of my right hand.
Both hands?
Both hands. Then I put them together just to stop the bleeding, but there's still more blood.
Oh my God.
And I can't figure out where it's coming from. Anyway, I get off stage, do a quick change to the end Act 1 where I get into the Otello stuff, and I just say, let's just keep going. We finish the act, we go backstage into the dressing room, and they say, take off your stuff. And I said, I think we got it. And they said, trust me, take off your stuff. So I take off all my stuff, and I'm pouring blood out of my left arm.
Oh, I thought it was just your hand.
No, it was at my arm. I got a massive scar. Do you want to see the scar?
Oh, show me your war wound.
Are you ready?
Let's see.
It's right there, if you can see it.
Oh my God.
Can you see that?
Oh wow.
Yeah, there are little hole stitches and everything like that. I got 2 stitches that I had to go to A&E for, and and what's the rest of the story? But the funny thing is that that when all the other castmates came on stage, because we just kept running, there's a scene where we think Tito's killed himself.
Yeah.
And Saunders goes into the next room and he looks back to me and he says, "What happened?" But there was blood everywhere.
Oh my God.
And so the instinct is, well, where do I start? Because there's so much blood everywhere. The set was covered in it, and we're still cleaning up little bits and pieces of it, which is very sexy.
That's insane.
But
you carried on. Yeah. The show must go on.
We did. Actually, there's a line in the show that we got a great round of applause because it's the end of a song where we say the show must go on. So I think, and that's the beautiful things about live theatre that you're never going to be able to capture in film or TV, is that those things can go wrong. And how do real people deal with that in real situations? And we're all there as part of a community. So
True.
I think it all adds up for us.
True, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, apart from that, obviously, you're a real trooper.
Oh,
in the show itself, obviously Max sings that song "Be Yourself" with Tito. Wow.
It's a great number, isn't it?
When you started, I was like, yeah, this guy has a great voice. It's amazing. It's great. And then you hit that note, and I literally went for about 5 minutes.
How did you go through? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's the effect we tried.
I think everyone did it.
The great thing about this is the first part of the show is really undersung, as you can tell. It's all kind of very speaksing, and so when Max suggests to Saunders, I can do it, I think there's everyone in the entire room, the audience included, is like, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
And so when Be Yourself happens, and Be Yourself touches on all those things that are very accessible to everyone that we've always heard. Don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to what anyone else thinks. Just do the best you can do and know that you're enough.
Exactly.
And
I tell people that all the time.
Well, I think with those lyrics and those words mixed with that music, I mean, Brad's done an amazing thing with this.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And hopefully, one of the many differences with the play and the musical is that you actually believe that Max could have, the possibility exists that he could have sung Otello that night.
Of course, yeah.
Because there's a certain amount of proof in various songs. Yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
But Michael and I have a lovely time doing it every night. And when we sadly heard that the show was closing in London, the first show that we after we found out, we all there were moments that we could picture on the last night we're going to be gone.
Yeah.
And Be Yourself is one of them, because Michael and I have been on that from the very beginning, from the
of
workshop
course,
stages.
Yeah, it's going to be epic.
Yeah.
I want to try and come.
Well, I think you should. You should.
Have to.
It would be lovely to see you on the last night.
Yeah. I got all emotional now.
Sorry,
well, let's move back. Let's move back in time.
Okay.
You came from Australia.
I did. 2005.
2005. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And as I heard it, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
You didn't have a job over here.
No, I didn't.
On the stage.
No.
You sent your CV.
Yeah, I came over. I came over with a girl because I was with a girl that wanted to come to London, and we came over, and the relationship didn't end up lasting, but I ended up staying. And what happened was I sent my CV off to a few casting directors, and one of them was the wonderful David Greenrod, who casts a lot of Lloyd Webber's stuff, and Woman in White was going through a recast at the time, and I put in a certain amount of interest on Walter, the role that I ended up playing, and he had worked with a lot of my year from university when he came out to Australia to do Mamma Mia. And so I'd met him before, I completely forgot, but I met him before. And so I went in and I auditioned. I came back a second time with some stuff, it was Walter, and then I came back with some more stuff for Sir Trevor Nunn to do some stuff there. And when I walked out, it was told to me that an offer will come my way very soon.
Wow.
Which was good.
So you walk into a role with Simon Callow and Ruthie Henschel.
Yeah.
And,
we had Anthony Andrews at the time, I think. Simon came on after that. Yeah.
Wow.
And Alexandra Silber and Michael Cormack, who's another Australian.
What a first job.
Yeah, it was great.
Amazing.
Really good.
Yeah.
Just at the Palace Theatre. It was incredible, actually. And you know what? It was, a lot of it was timing, you can put it down to, you've always got to be prepared for moments like that, but it was just the timing. I came over at the right time when they were looking for
don't shrug off your talent.
I know, I think a lot of it's that, but I think you've got to be at the right place at the right time.
Of course. And you've done work by my favourite composer, Jason Robert Brown. I love that dude.
He's great.
So
great.
cool.
Yeah, really lovely guy too.
The last 5 years.
Yeah, at the Mania Chocolate Factory.
Amazing.
Amazing.
But doesn't sell chocolate.
No, it doesn't sell chocolate.
No, it doesn't.
I think it used to.
No, well, it doesn't anymore.
Okay. I think they were doing it as an homage to what it used to be. You know, you always want to remember the past before you go into the future.
It's true, but I like chocolate.
Okay. Well, maybe next time if you go see a show there, I'll talk to David Baban and see if we can sell some chocolate there.
Hear that, David?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We can try something out.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
it's my obsession with chocolate. But you played Jamie.
I did.
Jamie in the last 5 years.
Yes, Jamie Wellerstein, which I think was my first of like 4 Jewish roles that I played in a row, I think. And so played Jamie Wellerstein opposite Lara Pulver.
Yeah.
With Thomas Murray, an incredible musical director who's a friend of Jason's. And Jason came over and helped with casting and helped with a few rehearsals, and it was directed by the wonderful Matt White.
So you met him?
I did. We worked with him quite a bit.
The Holy Grail.
He's a lovely, lovely man.
Yeah.
He really is, and he's so good at what he does. What I think is amazing about the last 5 years score is it's so percussive, but there are no drums.
Yeah.
It's all piano. It's all belted out on the piano. It's great.
To say you play with one person, other person in the show, is that harder than having like a huge ensemble?
I think it would be hard if the person wasn't fun to work with, but Lara was great fun. Yeah, we got on really well. And
it's not like you can walk in and go, oh God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again?
Yeah, and it's such a weird piece because you've got to be in each other's worlds, and there's a constant time shift, and we we improvised a lot during rehearsal.